Sandra Razielli coming to you today from the woods of Ireland. I'm in the backyard of a bed and breakfast in Kinvara on the west side of Ireland. You can see the forest is really gorgeous and it's inspiring me to move my spine and my arms and share with you a little bit about spinal movement, specifically in the thoracic spine and how it relates to arm movement. So it's very common in a lot of movement practices to do things that move the spine, you know, cat and cow tilts or moving the spine up and down. But what often happens is many of us miss the middle of the spine, the thoracic spine. The thoracic spine is where the ribs attach to the vertebra. And often we wind up moving our arms thinking we're moving the spine. So what I'm going to show you today is ways to be able to differentiate the movement of the spine, the movement of the arms, and then do them together. So here's what I'm talking about. If you stand in mountain pose, lift your toes, feel your feet grounding down, encourage your spine to lengthen up, and we're going to begin to isolate movement in the mid-spine by tapping on your chest and then lifting up from the spine. And then round the spine the other way. So it's kind of like slouching, except you really try to do it from the whole spine, the whole mid-spine, not just one spot. Most people, when they round, they tend to do it from kind of one spot, and actually the spot below and above doesn't get much movement. So we're going to go in both directions. You lift up the chest, and then move back, up and down. And this is a really great thing to do throughout the day, because so many of us get hard in that area of the spine from all our keyboarding and such. Just getting this movement, these thoracic glides, as some people call them. I call it the kitten and calf movement, as opposed to the bigger movement of cat and cow. Just lowering and lifting. And you may notice that while I'm doing that, my arms are moving, specifically because the movement of the spine affects the movement of my shoulder blades, which is connected to my arms, so that when I round forward, the arms roll in towards each other. When I lift up and open the chest, the arms go externally away from each other. Go ahead and try that. So that is all the movement from the spine. That was all initiated from the spine. Now, because of that connection, you can also initiate the movement from the arms. So if you start by rounding the arms forward, and you can let that come into the spine, and then externally rotate the arms, keep externally rotating to lift and open the chest. And again, rounding the arms. For most people, this way is a little easier to get the movement from the arms to access the spine. All right, so now I'm just focusing on my arms, rounding, opening. You can make it a little bigger by being really round, scrunching up, and then opening up, taking in the space. Can add the breath, exhale, inhale. All right. So now, let's put them together. So putting them together means you're focusing on both moving the spine and the arms at the same time. It probably looks pretty similar to what I just showed you, but it might feel a little different. So if you really consider that the spine moves, the arms move together, the spine and the arms move away from, not away from each other, but to opening. The spine, the arms round, flexion, the spine, the arms open, extension, back and forth. Just a great movement to do throughout the day to keep mobility in the spine. It also may help your neck feel better, because this area of the spine is really the root of the neck. And you just might enjoy it as well. So I encourage you to try it. Remember, up and down just from the spine a little bit. Internal, external from the arms, and then put it all together. Get that sense, a greater sense of freedom in your spine, will lead to a little greater freedom in the breath, and overall sense of well-being. Hope you enjoyed the forest. Hope you enjoyed moving your spine in the forest. Thanks for watching. RaziYoga.com